here's what I was going to say before I forgot. What they should did was have Lost in Nightmares started out right. Have like Chris wake up on the car ride to to um to the start of this game. Well, start of like the very first mission, all that, then where you meet Shiva and all that. Have that, go into that. And this was honestly fine being like a secret, like a separate mission. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't just add this in the beginning of the game. Like, that's the one thing I don't understand about um like the creators of Resident Evil. Like the same thing they did with Revelations. It's like, dude, if you're gonna give us a story, start from the beginning. Don't put us in the middle and then just explain things while we go. No, 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 no. That's not how that works. Like, I mean, if you're Quentin Tarantino or someone who knows how to do that the right way, oh, it's fine. But y'all don't know how to do it the right way. You like in Revelations when it was like it just started in like this random story that didn't really connect well with all like coming straight out of 4. Like it didn't really connect well straight out of 4. So it's like I play 4 and then I come and play Revelations. I don't know what's going on. And so that like they like insert you in like the middle of the story and they're trying to tell you what's going on and all that. And it like makes sense, but then it's like then you try and do like a fake character death. Well, you haven't built up my love for this character because I know nothing about this character. It's kind of like if cuz like see, here's the thing. The reason you could feel bad for Kenneth is because they all is because they got lost and you went out to go find them. And you didn't exactly know what was going on. You know, and you could sympathize with like Jill and Chris about that because they're like they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know Wesker was betraying them. But like in Revelations, you don't really get that. It's just like, yeah, here's Parker, and we're gonna treat him like you've been knowing this character. Same with Jessica, same with Raymond, same with that black dude and that one dude I can't stand. Like, I don't know anything about these characters, so like when Jessica becomes a traitor, spoiler alert, I'm not gonna feel bad about it because I haven't grown to really know who she was, you know? Like, it would be like Jill, like, let's say, okay, in Resident Evil 4, Jill comes and betrays Leon or something like that. Okay, that would shock me because I care about Jill and I've known her from 1 and 3. You see what I'm saying? But like, I just felt like they rushed like the betrayal and all that. Cause even with Raymond, like, why did he feel the need to save Parker? Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. He probably likes him, like has a crush on him. That's the only thing I could see. Because right now, when it comes to like those characters, it's like picking a straw and seeing what it says because they didn't give me enough information about the characters for me to know. And granted, y'all can say, you should have read the notes and all that. Here's the thing about that though. I didn't have to read any notes on Chris, Jill, Billy, Claire, Rebecca to know anything about these characters. You know what I mean? My likeness of these characters just grew gradually. I wasn't forced into liking them. And I guess that's why I don't like Leon, because it kind of tried to force you to like him by making him like overly cool. Like I said, he's fine in 2 and remake of 2, but like in 4, when he's over here roundhouse kicking people's heads off and all that, like, you could tell they tried to overdo him and make him as cool as humanly possible. Like they like really like overdone the cool factor. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the suplexes. I like that. I'm not even a friend. I really did. The roundhouse kick, I was like, okay. The spin kicking the doors down, I did not like that. I don't know. I don't know. I guess because like, and then like another thing is like, if you look at Leon, like he's not really like muscular or anything. Like sure, he's like he's in shape, but like he's not muscular or anything. So just seeing him like kick people's heads off, it's just like, yo, what the fluff? And that's why I go back to saying like he's literally like a little anime character, like a really overly cool. He's like Sasuke. If Sasuke was a complete idiot. If Sasuke was as smart as Naruto, that's Leon. That is Leon, from the bangs and everything. Yeah, but yeah, he's just like a little anime character who's like just overdone. And I think that's kind of what they were trying to do with Parker and Jessica and all of them, but they really didn't have that like like I don't know how else to put it, but they didn't have that that thing that made them like really cool, you know what I mean? They just didn't have that thing. And that's where like I kind of can get with them, you know, because like, don't get me wrong, like Chris, like I know I say like, oh yeah, Chris, he's pretty boring and all that, but even he has that he has that thing about him that I like he's like because like I say, like he's like the action hero type character. That's his it. Leon's it is the whole anime character thing where like it's like overly cool. I'm trying to think of Jill's it. Claire's it is like she's like the female heroine action hero, but like she also is like really caring and like loving, you know, and as a big babysitter, like that's like her it. I'm really trying to think of one for Jill. I'm trying to think. I'll come back to Jill. Billy's it was like he was like the old he was like more like a G.I. Joe, like a like I'm trying to think of like the best way to describe it. He's like more of a like an edgy 90s action hero, like a gritted war vet who's had life pooped on him, but he still suffers trying to do the right thing. Like that's like his it, you know. Rebecca's it. I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think she's like the kind-hearted, caring person who would do anything for like her friends. I guess I honestly I might come back to Rebecca. But like but then it goes back to my point cuz like I already gave y'all like other better examples like with the Chris and Claire and Leon and Billy, but like with Parker, like I don't got enough information about him to be able to like for him to like have that it. Same with Raymond and same with Jessica. Like I kept forgetting Raymond so much. I started calling him Cletus Cassidy. Like that shows you how much I cared about him. But I guess the nickname was fitting though because he had red hair and he was a villain. Dang, I gotta work at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 2 a.m. Yeah, but it's like that it, you know? Hey, actually, I could say the black guy. The black guy actually did have that it about him. Like he was supposed to be that funny guy, I think. Like that funny black guy. That's like the character he was like portraying. That funny black guy character. I don't really even know if Sheva had that it. Like I don't know. Like I don't remember. Like I know I just finished playing it, but like I don't know if she did or not. Like I just can't remember. And maybe because like when I was playing with Poop, like it doesn't do like all the dialogue, so I don't know. But I will say I didn't like how when she ran straight into that light and burning herself to death for no reason. That was like dumb. Yeah, but that's like my 2 cents. And like and that's the thing I never really liked about Capcom is like they usually did like more character stereotypes than they did like actual like in-depth characters. And this is why I say go back to this point like the dude who made Resident Evil when he was like over here like talking trash about like Rebecca and it's like you know you have the power to change like how she is because she went through like 2 traumatic things. One of those could have like I mean since she went through those 2 things which being 0 and 1 that could have elevated her to like superstar status. You know what I mean? Like she could have became grizzled veteran of the RE franchise. Like she could have been the face of the franchise if they didn't like ruin her. Cause like here's the thing, like she's like the youngest character, right? Well, she was at the time because like then like what Sherry Birkin took her spot, but like at the time she was like the youngest person, so it's like okay, she's young, she's 18, she's been there from the very first event, which was from the like training facility, right? Then she had the mansion, right? So like it could have like literally built up. She could have been that came back in 5, like, and then like she could have still kept her like little cuteness she has, but like they could have made her like strong, you know? And I feel like that's what they didn't do. They didn't make her strong. They just said, you know what, you're weak. you're weak because you acted like a child because I created you to act like a child. Like, come on now. Dude, that's why I said, dude, the creator could say like whatever he wants, like, cause like, I mean, that's his opinion, but like, he can't necessarily dislike this character that he made to be this certain way. That's like me making a character called Bob, and then me saying, I don't like Bob, I hate his name. I gave him that name. You know? Like, you can't give someone a personality and then hate on it. Like, that's not how that works. And that's why I sit here and say this. Rebecca had the most potential out of all these other RE characters, but then she got shafted. She literally got shafted. Don't get me wrong. I like Chris. I like Jill more than Chris. But you mean to tell me you have this 18-year-old who went through all this trauma and is super intelligent, that she graduated college at like 18, like, and then you do nothing, literally nothing with that. Like, come on now. Yeah, I know she comes back in Vendetta, and I tell you what, if she's like not used right, I'm gonna be pissed. I am gonna be pissed. But yeah, like, I know I always say this, I don't really like care like too much, but like I just hate how like they have like characters and they just like disappear. And it's like, yeah, I only care about Chris, Leon, and Jill. Like, I'm so sick of seeing them three. Like, honestly, like I said, like, I like Jill. She's one of my favorite RE characters, but I'm so sick of seeing it. But then again, they don't even be using Jill right. They be doing her so dirty. Like 1 and 3, okay, she's cool. Revelations, I mean, she was alright in Revelations. But then here, when they like let her get captured and all that, yeah, they made her look weak. Granted, nah, I can't say they made her look weak. She looked real strong. She literally tackled Wesker out of a window. Nah, I'm sorry, but that was awesome. That was awesome. I don't know. So I guess they wouldn't say that. But I will say that, yeah, I'm getting sick of seeing her. Even though I like her. Like, cause that's my thing. It doesn't really matter if I like you or your character, or like if you're one of my favorite characters or not. No matter how much I love you, I'm not gonna let. I don't like when you start taking the spotlight from someone else. That's my biggest thing. Like, I don't care if you're my sister and you're on that cheerleading squad, right? If there's other people who you know are capable and could be used right, but your sister's like overshadowing them, even though that girl's better, like, it's gonna make you feel a certain, well, it's gonna make me feel a certain type of way, because it's gonna be like, dude, she's better than her, why is she in there? You know what I mean? But like, but don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's a character better than Chris or Jill. There is, personally, in my opinion, better than Chris, of course. But that's just because Chris is so generic. Like, I mean, this dude's like really generic. Like, you literally looked at all the dialogue he said in this game. It was some generic action hero stuff. Wesker's was generic action villain stuff. Like, come on, man. But yeah, like I said, like, so what, you got like Chris, who's been in like one. I'm not gonna count Umbrella Chronicles because I know that's a retelling, or Dark Side Chronicles. But 1, Veronica, Revelations, 5, 6, dude, that's 5 games, bro. And like 4 of them were like mainstream games, like the numbered games, which you know are the bigger deals. Which is why I don't know why Rebecca isn't in Revelations, because that's where they put in the characters that are like popular, but they don't what's the word? They don't put them in like the main game. You know what I mean? Because they did that with Claire. They did that with Jill. Yeah, but yeah, but this dude been on like 5 games. It's like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, I know y'all like him, but dang. And then you got and that's what I would say. I say Leon is necessarily he is. I would have said he's kind of controlled, but like this dude's like the face of the franchise, bro. He's in like 2, 4, and 6, right? But then he's in all the CGI movies. You know. Granted, I would say so. Pretty much, Chris and Leon pretty much have like the same amount of what's the word, exposure, because they're like both in like 6 really big things of like Resident Evil. But yeah, but yeah, but now like all these characters are like old now, so like it's just like you have Rebecca, but that you could have used, but you didn't use her. I'm honestly glad they didn't make that mistake with Sherry. But see, I don't want to jump to conclusion because I don't want to talk good about Sherry and then watch her be trash in 6. You know what I mean? But I will say I like how she came back. I like that. Because like it actually showed. It was pretty much like, oh, you failed the first time, but you got it the second time, you know? Yeah, but yeah, I'm about to end the gameplay right here. I could talk about this all day. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.